Binge Pipe is the streaming service that's ready for tomorrow. Or, to rephrase that, the Binge Pipe streaming service will be ready tomorrow.
With my old streaming service, I could never get a hold of a customer service representative. Now that I'm a
Binge Pipe is oddly a little bit horny about bringing back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Laughter is the best. Medicine is a lie.
Hey, I'm Cookie. Welcome to Binge Pipe's very own You Don't Know Jack. Oh yes, this game has always been part of the Binge Pipe family, and anyone who says otherwise will be severely reprimanded. Trust me. Uh-oh, double trouble. Just don't switch places or anything. I'm easily confused. Okay, what are we waiting for?
Time for question 1.
To begin with, Handmaid's Tale is old as time. If the rules of the authoritarian theocratic regime from The Handmaid's Tale applied to Beauty and the Beast, what would Mrs. Potts be called? Of Castle, of Porcelain, of Lumiere, or of Beast? Okay, let's take a look. Here's what you meant to pick. In The Handmaid's Tale, the main character is named Offred, which stands for of Fred, because she's forced to work for a commander named Fred. So Mrs. Potts, enslaved by the Beast, would be of Beast. I know it's hard to think of Mrs. Potts as enslaved by the Beast, but how can she leave? She's a teapot. Where else can she go?
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Take a good look at Walk of Twitter fame. Remember Damn Daniel, from the internet? If Daniel took his infamous white vans to the Hoover Dam, which is located at the border of 2 U.S. states, I guess you could say, "Damn, Daniel, back at it again in Arizona and Nevada, Nevada and Utah, Utah and Colorado, or New Mexico and Arizona." Okay, what'd you pick? The Hoover Dam is located at the Arizona and Nevada border. That's a big dam, Daniel.
Why don't we do it with free?
Next, a reality show named Desire. And let's step out on the veranda for a dis or dat.
What's up, people? I know I don't have... Oh yeah, I do have the audience. Join the audience, join the audience.
The reality show Southern Charm, or a character from a Tennessee Williams play. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between
Southern Charm, Tennessee Williams play.
Or Tennessee Williams. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Okay, let's do it. Blanche Dubois. Rose.
Sound off in the comments what you guys want to play after this. Feel free to join the audience in the meantime.
Swain. Wingfield. Rick Pollitt. Landon Clements. Hey, let's hear it for lucky guesses. But player one, you failed in ways numbers can't truly explain.
proactive measures have been enacted for customer fidelity.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Using the screw makes...
Fine, we'll skip it.
Now that's what I call consumer engagement.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
Here's one I like to call, the call is coming from inside the ballad. Sorry, I've got to get this. Hello. It's for Danny Boy. Who's calling? The hills are calling. The war is calling. The pipes are calling. Or the cream is calling. Hope you like what you picked. Danny Boy, probably the most famous Irish tune of them all, begins with, "Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling." Yeah, it's weird for them to call instead of texting, but what are you gonna do? They're a bunch of pipes. And how'd the audience do on that one? Wow, you'd think a group of people who've chosen to spend their time watching other people play a video game would be smarter. That means the right answer's worth a little extra. Buy yourself something nice. There is no hiding from my chicken tetrazzini watches me sleep. So I keep meaning to check out that creepypasta website, the one with all the scary stories about spaghetti, I assume. Anyway, which of these creepypastas is shaped like a corkscrew, penne, farfalle, fusilli, or rigatoni? So who got it? Bit of bad news for you. Fusilli is the corkscrew-shaped pasta, which is very, very creepy. The scariest thing about pasta is all the carbs. Round one is over. Let's see those scores.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 1, on the other hand, you are not good at doing this. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
Round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player 2, before you get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
You can take that to the bank.
6 trombones is not a parade.
How about this one? Where about Bob? You know how Bill Murray likes to show up at random places and surprise people with his dry wit and overabundance of public goodwill? Well, if Bill Murray just randomly showed up on the Murray River, who would he likely be surprising? An unsuspecting Irish wedding party, an unsuspecting English yoga class, an unsuspecting Canadian golf course staff, or an unsuspecting Australian bachelor party? So what'd you pick? Could be worse, you know, in theory. This might be discouraging. Will the correct answer please rise? The Murray River is Australia's longest river and the third longest navigable river in the world. Jeez, even Australia's Murrays are bigger than ours. But their Murray never made a guest appearance in the 2016 reboot of Ghostbusters. So there.
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a formal question or a question that keeps things casual? Pick an option on your device now. Here are the votes. You have engaged with the process.
Las payas se moquent de moi. 7.
Behold, a question that keeps things casual. I was just wondering, if you're not doing anything else, could you tell me which of these is not one of Ashton Casual Kutcher's movies? No strings attached, just friends, a lot like love, Or what happens in Vegas? What's this? You got the pointy end of the screw player, too. This one goes out to my lawyer. I love you, Kurt. I love this part. Nope, that wasn't it. Ryan Reynolds was the star of Just Friends. The studio thought about casting Ashton, but it just couldn't commit. That screw was a good move, player one. Have some cash.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
It's time for I'm in Love with Your Body. Boy, I sure hope famously shaggy-haired British singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran doesn't totally change his look before this game comes out. If I sheared Ed Sheeran like an adult sheep, how often would I typically shear him? Twice a year, once every 2 years, or once in a lifetime? Who picked what? An adult sheep is typically sheared once a year. Oh, here's a good one. That binge pipe customer satisfaction feel. I can't believe I had to say that out loud.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because your LinkedIn profile shows you took a job in Silicon Valley after taking time off, playing house, and working in The Office, you might enjoy Thomas Middleditch, Martin Starr, Kumail Nanjiani, or Zach Woods.
And how'd we do? Why didn't you pick this?
Zach Woods starred in all 3 TV comedies, Playing House, The Office, and Silicon Valley.
Let's try illegally driving in the carpool karaoke lane. In honor of James Corden, the subject of this next question, I will be performing it through song. Here goes. How would you turn James Corden into a James Cordon Bleu? Stuff him with chicken, stuff him with spinach and herbs, stuff him with ham and cheese, or stuff him with stuffing. Okay, who chose what? The classic French dish chicken cordon bleu involves stuffing chicken with ham and cheese. Believe it or not, I did all the singing for this question myself. I mean, I can't believe I did that so well. It's time for... Well, excuse me for living. Here's your clue. Girl groups. We'll give you the name of a group. You pick out the members. Good luck. Player one's got it. Well done, player one. Hey, you feel that? That's what winning feels like. Like 1 million.
Good game, everybody.
As for your competition.
Especially the people in the audience too for playing. Let's do one more game and see if there's 3 of us playing.
Binge Pipe loves our users so much, we gave you this menu screen. Binge Pipe asks the revolutionary question, could a fictional framing device for a video game change the entire future of media consumption? Our investors sure hope so.
BingePipe provides the quality content my friends and family needs for entertainment. But what about my physical nourishment?
Sounds like you need to try BingePipe carrots.
Come again?
BingePipe farms create human consumables.
Binge Pipe is bringing back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, working hard to be the new opiate for the masses.
Hi, I'm your host, Cookie Masterson, and if the opportunity were to ever arise, I'd be honored to be your power of attorney. I've never met a group of players I didn't like because I refuse to interact with you people in person. All right, here goes nothing.
Time for question 1.
To get things started, Magritte my shorts. Bart Simpson skateboards into a museum and moons the famous painting Son of Man by the artist Magritte. What does he yell while dropping trow? I got a pair for you, a pair of butt cheeks. How do you like dem apples? Talking about butts, dude. When life hands you lemons, make lemon butter butts. More like grapes of ass, Butt Town. Let's see how that shook out. Can't do anything right, can you? The painting Son of Man depicts a man with an apple in front of his face.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
And now, flush to judgment. Oh, sorry, had to take a bathroom break. Okay, moving on. What does it mean if your poop is white? Asking for a friend. My friend is lacking bile in their stool. My friend is bleeding internally. My friend is eating too much fatty food. Or my friend is... Let's see who got it. I'm sure you meant well. White poop is a sign that the person, aka my friend, is lacking bile in their stool. Okay, so I guess I could buy a tub of bile somewhere, but then I have to figure out a way to get it up my butt.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Next up, ask your doctor if toys are right for you. Hey, over here. Hello? Now that I have your attention, it's time for this or that. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a brand of fidget spinners or a doctor-prescribed ADHD medication. Answer quick. You'll only have a few seconds to choose between a fidget spinner or an ADHD drug. And you're all doing this together, so focus up. Ready? Let's go. Zec Pro. Event. Trianium. Addison. Daytrona. Focalin. Drowsbuster. Y'all kind of stunk up the place, but you guys, you really dropped the ball.
Dissatisfaction has been noted.
Looks like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Using the...
Well, then let's get on with it.
What a mutually satisfying solution.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
I call this one a gritty reboot for a candy shell. I'm considering creating a competing candy to M&M's called Memento Moris. An accurate slogan for my product would be melts in your mouth, but not in a pleasurable way, just as your enemies planned. Look sharp. Player 3 just let loose a screw. You don't mind reading the fine print, right? What'd you guys pick? Memento Mori is Latin for remember death. Any slogan that reminds customers of the inevitable grave would qualify. Sure, you've had dark chocolate, but have you had nihilistic chocolate? This one's called Remember Third Rock from the Sun? Suppose NBC rebooted Third Rock, but set it on Jupiter instead of Earth. What would be the most appropriate name for the new show? Sixth rock from the sun, first gas giant from the sun, fourth inner planet from the sun, or last multi-mooned planet from the sun? Okay, who chose what? Inner planets are the ones before the asteroid belt. Like how this
welcome to the party. We are playing Fibbage after
born.
this, so feel free to stick
Jupiter
around.
is the gas giant closest to our sun. I'll bet gas giant and our sun are phrases often spoken by French Stewart's parents. Look, all the questions can't be about memes. That's it for round one. Let's take a look at those scores.
Currently, player 3 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, maybe you should try winning. When the going gets tough, the tough gets another screw.
And remember, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
Now
I take that back.
good
We're actually
game
going to play
design.
Split the Room after this, since we have enough people.
Coming up next, I prefer to watch luxurious TV. If TV super producer Shonda Rhimes decided to expand her television empire with a line of luxury bathroom products, what would not be included in the Shonda Rhimes bathroom line? Olivia Pope, handmade soap, Victoria Grayson, wash basin, Meredith... Oh, watch out. Player 2 has invoked the screw. Good luck following the bouncing answer. So who got it? I think you know it's coming. I hate to spoil the surprise, but nobody got it. Victoria Grayson is from the ABC drama Revenge, which is not a Shonda Rhimes production. Expert screwing, player 2. Here's your extra cash.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis seulement légèrement amusant. 7.
Try this on for size. Dawn has an idea for the work outing. And hey, stress cut with Mime Sore.
It's time for a...
Get those typing fingers ready, because the longer you take, the less money you make. Okay, focus up. Look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what common internet phrase it rhymes with. Bowling, Dawn? More staffing. And don't get hung up on that punctuation. I'm doing gymnastics. I'm spiraling on the carpet, chuckling. Let's make sense of this, shall we? Let's get on with it, shall we?
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Up next, 1 + 1 equals shoe. Which shoe brand's logo closely resembles the square root symbol? Nike, Adidas, Converse, or Vans? And how'd we do? The V in the Vans logo looks very similar to the square root symbol. But here's something that'll really blow your mind. The O in the Reebok logo looks like a 0. Why not try a little help from us? Okay, I guess I get to take a little break.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you Googled Demi Moore, pregnant and nude, you might like the August 1991 issue of Cosmopolitan, Playboy, Vanity Fair, or U.S. Airways magazine.
Okay, what'd you pick? Excuse me.
Demi Moore posed nude for Vanity Fair while she was 7 months pregnant.
It's weird that you Googled that, but Binge Pipe's analytics don't lie.
¿Sabes qué es lindo? 10 perritos.
Here's one for you. If this is wrong, I don't want to swipe right. Attention! There are hot trivia questions in your area hoping to meet up. When looking through profile pictures on Tinder, which of these potential matches displays an obvious red flag? Shirtless selfie in front of Sweden's banner, holding a fish painted like Vietnam's emblem, group photo posed under Brazil's standard, or in bed and tied up with Estonia's ensign. I love this part. Sweden's flag is blue and yellow, and you have to put it together yourself with an Allen wrench. Kinky, but also incorrecty. This what you had in mind? Vietnam has a big red flag with a yellow star. The worst part is I clicked on the profile hoping to date the catfish. It looks like I got humaned again. Welcome. Oh, was I talking? Silly me. Here's your clue. There is no I in team. Careful. Any answer with the letter I in it will automatically be wrong. Good luck. Tier 3
Good job,
wins.
Monstrous. Good game, good game. And I did change my mind mid-game. We
Player
are
3.
playing
The sweet smell of
Split the
victory.
Room
Wait, that's
for
just
the
a
first
brownie
time in
I
a
left
long
in my
time.
pocket. Oh man, have I got a date with a pocket brownie.
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe's interactive menu.
JJ, you still there? Let's get everybody in.
There's room for more.
VJSX.
Join us. There's room for more. Meow. Do not be startled. I am here to guide you as we explore the deepest recesses of your mind. You will build strange and complex worlds using only your imagination and your thumbs. A hypothetical situation missing one key part will be transmitted to your device, like this one. Ads before online videos have been banished. In their place are 15-second videos of this. They are not skippable. Is life better? There are infinite possibilities you could write in to complete this scenario. Choose wisely, though, because everybody else will then answer yes or no. And you will earn more points if you split the room. Fitting name, huh? For those of you in the audience, you'll be competing as one player. Your answers will be determined by a majority vote.
It's been a minute.
Yes, even in a nebulous void, democracy is important. At the end of the game, the person who creates the most divisive dimensions will win. Got it? Good. Now let's begin. Reality is a mere construct, and it's demolition day. Put on your hard hats and brace yourself for more forced metaphors. It's time to split the room. Fill in the blank to complete the scenario. Up next is the client. You get hired at a PR agency. The money's great, but your only client will be this person. You have to publicly endorse them as part of your job. Do you work here for at least a year?
Yeah, we'll be streaming for a couple more games, or I'm not too sure how long, but yeah, if you ever get the chance, feel free to join.
The longer it takes the room to answer, the more bonus points you get. Brace yourself for Sign of the Zodiac. You are suddenly accused of being an infamous serial killer. The public turns against you, but you have one chance. Clues at the crime scene prove the culprit can't do this physical feat. Do you demonstrate this skill on TV to clear your name? It's time for Do It for the Art. You're helping out your best friend in a performance art piece at the Met. Your role consists of stroking the cheeks of every museum visitor and whispering, "I crave you." Within the first hour, this person walks in. Do you go through with it? Let's check in with the standings. It's time to create some more havoc. And now, keep it brief. Your doctor warns you against wearing your normal underpants. Don't they always? Instead, you have to wear this, or nothing at all. Do you just go commando? And now, Binge Pipe presents Honor Among Thieves. You're part of a bank heist team that gives to the poor. Your job is to turn off the security panel. You expected laser sensors, but instead the hallway is guarded by this. Do you ditch the plan and leave your team? Get ready for Home Office. You are running for local office. Your mom is your campaign manager, and she is insisting you run with the campaign slogan of this. She already made t-shirts. Do you fire your mom? Let's see how everyone's doing. We've reached the decisive dimension. Everybody will be presented with the same scenario. There will be two options to choose from. Door number 1 is already provided. You will decide what's behind door number 2. Remember, you want to make it as hard of a choice as possible. Oh, and if you correctly predict a certain player's decision, you'll earn some bonus points. Let's begin. Write an option that you think only some people would choose. You're visiting a legit fortune teller. She tells you the only way to avoid financial ruin is to steal a skull from a graveyard or by doing this. How do you choose to avoid a financial curse? Great prediction. You just earned some bonus points. No dice. It all comes down to this.
Good game, good game. What do we got lined up?
Double shot espresso for Karen.
It's pronounced espresso.
Get out of my sight.
Everybody, please make sure you're sharing the outlets. Other people need to plug in their laptops to write their screenplays.
Earl Grey for Margaret. Earl Grey for Margaret.
Well, looks like we're gonna have us a robot rap battle.
This menu screen is a binge pipe. Here at Binge Pipe, we realize we're not the biggest streaming service, but we are the one you're stuck engaging with at the moment. So maybe we can all just take a minute and get over ourselves. Binge Pipe isn't any more impressed by you than you are by it. You've tried other Binge Pipe is proud to be voted #1, 137th in customer service. Binge Pipe, being of sound mind and body, presents You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, the #1 subscription service you are too lazy to cancel.
Hello, I'm Cookie Masterson, and as a child I was bitten by a radioactive trivia host. Then my uncle died, so I have to do this. After the game, may I interest you two in our couple's spa package? And we're off.
Time for question 1.
Let's start with Victoria's smelly secret. What complaints might you have about some bras bought at a brasserie? I like the support, but they smell like burnt metal. Really cute designs, but they smell like a morgue. Very sexy, but they smell like circus animal. Hope you like what you picked. Nobody picks that one. A brasserie
Thank you,
is a
Monsters, for
casual
tuning in
French
tonight.
restaurant
Hopefully you
that
can
serves
catch us on
beer
the next
and
live stream.
foods. And a bra that smells like beer and cheese is 100% what I'm into.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
And now, quiet down. Which of the Marx brothers would be least likely to get eviscerated in The Quiet Place? Groucho, Chico, Harpo, or Zeppo? So who got it? You won't like this, unless you're into failure. In the movie The Quiet Place, the monsters hunt by sound and Harpo didn't speak. I hate seeing movies in the theater. I stopped going because, sadly, there aren't monsters that eat people who talk when they shouldn't.
Why don't we do it with Bree?
Behold, call Bree by your name. And yes, it is time for a dis or dat. I'm gonna list off 7 things, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's something true about actor Timothée Chalamet, something true about the cheese Camembert, or both. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Timothée Chalamet, Camembert, or both. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Okay, let's do it. Born in France. Appears in Lady Bird. Has white skin. Not vegan. Fat content is 45%. Created by a woman. Smooth and supple. That was nice and forgettable, but player 1, you failed the best.
Binge Pipe customer retention protocol has been activated.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Using the screw makes it harder for your...
Yeah, I was getting tired of this too.
We care enough so you don't leave us.
I don't need you anymore.
This one's called Tom Hardy Boys. The Revenant, Mad Max, Bane. I love Tom Hardy, but I cannot understand anything he's ever said in a movie.
It always sounds like this.
If Tom Hardy actually lost the ability to speak coherently, what part of the brain might he have damaged? The hypothalamus, Broca's area, the hypoglossal area, or... Well, what do you know? You got the pointy end of the screw, player 2. Better crank up your brightness. Okay, let's take a look. Don't even look. This is gonna hurt. Curious? Here it is. Damage to Broca's area creates a condition where a person can understand language but cannot speak coherently. Apparently, if the area is damaged, the person doesn't even know they fart rain macadamia moo moo Delaware. Very sad. Nice screw job, player 1. Here's your extra cash. Coming up, the literary Nick Cannon. Which of these insults would you not hear on the MTV show Oscar Wilde and Out? Dorian is so old, his portrait grows wrinkles. They call you Ernest because you don't exist. As a husband, Sir Robert is less than ideal. Or what is this, Torvald? A house for dolls? What'd you guys pick? The rest of these answers reference works written by Oscar Wilde, except for the right answer, which this isn't because An Ideal Husband is an Oscar Wilde play. Allow me. Torvald is the male protagonist of A Doll's House, which was written by Henrik Ibsen, not Oscar Wilde. Of course, if this play was about your mother, it would have to be a blow-up doll. That's the end of round 1. Hey, Binge Pipe, bring up that user data.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, You're highly valued, but your score is not. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
Round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player 1, before you get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
This is a real party now.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Up next, let's all go to the lobby. I hate seeing movies in the theater. Hold on. Deja vu. Have I mentioned I don't like seeing movies in theaters? Yep, in the first question. Yep, in the second question. Yep, in the fourth question. Or, nope, I haven't mentioned it. I love this part. You did a bad job. That's correct, for a totally different question. Oh, honestly. That's right, it was the second question. Okay, good, so I'm not going crazy after all. You know, I stopped seeing movies in the theater because, sadly, there aren't monsters that eat people who talk when they shouldn't. Oh, wait, I already did that joke.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis seulement légèrement amusant. 7.
Let's try There For You. Oh, yeah, it's one of these.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you enjoy attacking people with halberds, we recommend movies featuring Armie Hammer, Britney Spears, Robin Quivers, or Chris Rock.
Let's see who got it.
Uh-oh.
Halberds are types of spears.
But if you enjoy things that have a point, I do not recommend the movie Crossroads.
Hey, question.
The algorithm demands your input. Would you like a question where Cookie gets mad or a question where Cookie gets even? Use your device to select your preference. Your choices cancel each other out. We'll pick one ourselves and ignore this chilling failure of the democratic process.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Coming up next, a question where I get even. A math question. Which of these numbers just can't even? The sum of an odd number and an odd number, the product of an even number and an odd number, the sum of an odd number and an even number, or the product of an even number and an even number. Okay, what'd you pick? Sorry, no takebacks. When you add an odd number and an even number, the answer is always odd. The nice thing about being really bad at math, you might look at the scores and think you're winning. It's time for Warm Fuzzy Zellers. According to the official rules of golf, when are you allowed to artificially warm your balls? You can warm your balls before the round. You can warm your balls once. What's this? You knew that screw was coming, player 1. Didn't you say you wanted to change your name? And how'd we do? To be fair, this certainly sounds like good advice. You can warm your balls with an artificial device, but only before the round, not during. Let me check my score sheet. Golf question, check. Ball pun, check. Great, I'm pretty much at par.
Sabes que es lindo, 10 perritos.
Here's one for you. The brand of opportunities. If children's author P.G. Wodehouse wanted to rebrand himself as NC-17 Wodehouse, what title would he give one of his books? The f***ing Inimitable Jeeves? Or The Wild Things f***? Anne of Green f***ing Gables? Or Goodnight Moon, you f***er? Let's see how that shook out. You need to find where the right answers are. Good night, score. It was this one all along. P.G. Wodehouse wrote a series of children's books about a British butler named Jeeves. It's better than learning about these kinds of butlers from their friends. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Letter count. I mean that pretty literally. Get ready to count letters. Good luck. Excellent job, Player One. You won by a small enough margin that children under 3 could choke on it. Wait, what?
You don't know Jack!